Hi, my name is Zach. I wrote Hyperion or pointtimecount.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how volunteer registration works. So that involves modifying the volunteer registration form so you can ask custom questions, attaching that form to a particular point in time count, the volunteer side of things, how logging in works with volunteer registration and what they see, and then pre-assigning that volunteer to a particular team. To start, we're going to preload your account with a volunteer registration form that asks for the person's first name, last name, and email. You can also add additional questions, just like with any other form. You can customize the question name and add different options and everything. I've already added a list of regions here. If you don't want to use this feature, regions or teams, you don't have to, but I'm going to show both in the same video. You're going to create a point in time count. You're going to reference the regions. You're going to reference the volunteer registration form. And then when it's created, you're going to have just two tabs here, volunteers and settings. You'll share the survey code, just like any other situation, like if you created a point in time count in training mode. On the volunteer side, they're going to enter the code, and then they're going to be asked for their phone number. And this works a little bit differently from if you're not doing volunteer registration. If you're not doing volunteer registration, it'll ask them for their phone number, but that information is just attached to all the surveys they submit, but that's it. In volunteer registration mode, it's also verified. So when they click continue, they're going to be asked for a verification code that they're going to be sent via a text message. So I'm just checking my phone now, I'm entering the code. And then this is that same form that we saw before. And then now they've logged in, but they can't fill out any surveys because you haven't put it in training mode yet. On the admin side, you'll see that that volunteer is now showing up here. You can pre-assign them to a team. And you can download the full list of volunteers whenever you want to. If you wanted to do something like import it into some software to send them all emails or something like that. On the volunteer side, we now see we're on Team Apex, and that's not something they can change. On the map, you'll see that they're in the Apex area. They'll be able to see the boundaries for that particular team, which is over here. And on the admin side, you'll just put it into training mode when it's time for that. And then the volunteer will just refresh the screen. And now they'll be able to fill out surveys like normal. So that's volunteer registration in a nutshell.